What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Turn the music down. Okay. Let me do a couple checks. Yeah, you can hear me? Okay, cool. Okay, so we got Frenchies and we got English people in the chat tonight. That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun.
What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Oh, cool. This sounds good. Okay. Okay. I will quit this app over there. We need Splice for this guy. And we need OBS. Okay. Hi. What's up? How you guys doing? Where are you guys from? What time is it for you right now? You missed the first half yesterday. Well, we're gonna keep working on the same song tonight. I didn't touch it. I got tons of ideas. 4h30 du mat. Wesh les gars, ça va, il est pas trop tard encore. On peut s'y mettre encore un petit peu là. Est-ce que vous avez entendu ce que j'ai fait hier? Did you guys hear what I did yesterday? Can you guys see Patrick here? Try to find a way to put him somewhere so he can... Oh, no, it's gone. Cool. 11:30 p.m. in ATL already? Damn. Montpellier, la capitale. Yesterday was incredible. Yesterday was really fun. So I've never done live streams ever before yesterday. This really is my first try at this. So it took me a few days to get around the old Twitch setup, OBS and everything, but now I got something nice going on, and let's try right now. Boom. Does this work? Let's see. I still have to monitor for the iPad to make sure everything's good. So.
Cool.
You got your merch last weekend. It's dope. Okay, wait. I have a gift for you guys. I have a little. I know it's not the right time for that, but I have a promo code special for Twitch that I will drop later for that. Shout out to my boy Hi-Fi, as you can see. Hi-Fi production. Okay, Ableton works. I've got massive delay, so I see everything delayed over there. Let's listen to what I did yesterday, first of all. I remember it was funky, but... everything looks good. Let's go. Okay, cool. Ça va la famille ou quoi?
I grew up a fucking screw up.
That's a pretty good start. That's a pretty solid start. I started a bit literally 15 minutes before going in yesterday. I just had the drum beat. I made the bass line in like a few minutes live on the first minutes of the live. So I basically just had this was an 808, so the bass comes from an 808, and the drums is very, very simple. I mean, you can see everything I'm doing, right? Yeah. So there's just one kick, one tiny little clap. That's just literally that's my clap with a bit of distortion on it to keep it really punchy, but no reverb, barely any compress. I mean, the group has a glue compressor, you know. When's the release? It's not even made. I appreciate your impatience though. And then the bass is an 808. This guy here, this little thick boy, it's got a lot of effects on it. So it goes like. If you mute the effect, just a basic 808. And yeah, I added the sub this morning when I woke up because I blasted it on the speakers and I realized the sub just wasn't great, so I EQ'd the lower end out of my 808. Wait, my plugins are showing on the other window. Can you guys hear me properly? Can you hear the music properly? Is the audio, video, everything looking good? Is there any lag, any latency, any things? How do you guys feel? Tell me all your secrets. Good. Alright, so what I want to add. I tried to have a little vocal yesterday that I dialed in, but I just wasn't really. It's cool. It's cool, but it's cool for the build-up only. Let me try my splice. I don't know if you guys can hear splice or not. This one's cool. I'm just gonna drag and drop a bunch of stuff from splice. The quest for the perfect vocal begins. Yeah, you can hear splice on my headphones probably, yeah. Oh, that could be cool. That could work. Alright. I recognize that now. Is that the same girl? No. There's this one girl that's been doing so many splice sample packs. She's just single-handedly responsible for like half of EDM out there. I love it. Alright, so this boy is it's a C and we are in G, but we want to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C like this maybe.
No.
ça c'est... Attends une seconde. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I gotta pay more attention to the chat. I know, I'm just getting started in here. Whoa, there's a lot of people here tonight. Shout out to everyone just joining in. Alright, let me just play this babe again for you guys and see what happens, okay? I'm just gonna put this loop in here and put some automations random and see if it sounds cool or something. Or something, basically. That's pretty cool.
Check it. Check it.
What if I do the opposite?
I grew up a fucking screw up.
Whew. Sorry for the tease. Okay. This guy, let's see what he says.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
Sorry, I made a little loop in here.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
What's the master chain? Sorry, I see you yelling over there. No caps lock, my friend. I'm here. Shh, calm. Master chain. Utility to turn down the volume because I slam everything so loud. So as I go, sometimes it's too loud. I just turn the volume down. OTT, that's off, so bye-bye. A little bit of the mastering make it loud preset from the glue compressor. And just a mild limiter. Shit, I'm trying to... Why is my Windows not working on this? Well, I can't move the window of this guy, but... Oh, okay, well I can't display my limiter. My limiter is just adding 2 dB to my mix. Yeah, 2 dB, just, yeah. And then I have this little plugin that's called Clarity M, but that only does one thing. It's so yeah, so that plugin is just connected to my visualizer that's here over there. It's going on right now. It wasn't on until now. It's a visualizer that allows me to see pretty much what's going on in the track. Hold on, it's almost ready. You guys ready? Boom.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
And it's just the VST just sends the info to the machine over there, the hardware. And yeah. Où j'ai trouvé le vocal? The vocals comes from it's a Biggie and a Tupac sample. Hey! How did you look the vocal like that? Vocals got, let me check what the vocals got. It's so it's that sample. I'm not gonna play it full of acapella, it's full of swear words that are not allowed on this platform. But it's just that.
I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
Yeah, it's just that. And I just like.
Check it.
And then it's got overdrive, OTT, some Valhalla Home, which is a grey reverb. Okay, something's really bothering me with my Windows display here. Half of my VST won't move. Now it is. Valhalla Rooms, grey reverb. And let me you can group all of that together and see with and without.
Check it. Check it.
There's a noise in the background of the word check. Yeah, I know. I don't mind. I like noise. It just adds more, you know. Ça rajoute de la profondeur comme Mylène Farmer, tu vois. CP Mighty, ça va la famille ou quoi? Tranquille. Alright, je m'y remets. Let's go back to it. Let's get back into it. So, this vocal. The Serum guy, I have no idea if this is gonna work. I'm just trying to like find some cool stuff for the intro. Can I automate that somewhere? Yes, I can. Yeah. So I can make this an automation somewhere. I can make the envelope amount to the sync on the C letter 2. Go bigger and bigger and crazier. I can even increase the volume. Let's get some unison in the house. In the house! Yo, Myrtle, chill, bro. Yes, it will be saved. 8050X, yes. I don't use tape stop. I have one tape stop sample that I just I use in all my song, and otherwise this is just how I make my tape stop. I'll show you guys. Very cool little tutorial on how to make a cool tape stop. It really isn't that hard at all. Let's start from scratch. Seriously, you take a crash. The 909 works so well for that. That's my signature crash. And you just whop it, and here in the little clip thing, you got a clip, and then you got transpose. You have in complex mode, and you just have it stop like a vinyl will do. So you kind of like have to understand how the speed of something is gonna stop. It's kind of like it's gonna lose a lot of speed first, and then kind of like, so it's not a curve that wants to go like this, it's a curve that goes like this, and you kind of want to add on top of that the audio fade on top of it here, and you have this. Did I say that wrong? Yes, I did say that wrong actually. I was extremely wrong. So you have to decelerate in that way, like that. There you have a cool tape stop with a crash. You just go down to like -48, you know. But it works on like, you can use that on so many little blips and blobs and, you know, make some weird sounds.
Check it.
I kind of like the little bass I just put in. It could have a little, it could have the vibe. Could be a vibe, bro. Literally just vibing, bro. Did you ever get a coffee you were ever going to get? Yeah, Rev Wonderland, bro. I live right next to that. I look, you know, I'm not gonna tell you exactly where, but I'm really close to them. Yeah, it breaks my heart that she just discovered this amazing place. I was like, oh my god, I can throw like exclusive merch there, parties, Happy's house, and the decks and everything. So sick, you know. But and then everything got put in lockdown. But yeah, I love Rev Wonderland. Really nice guys as well. Really nice people. Right. Stop distracting me. Phew. I want a little side chain for my little high kick over there. Okay, so we could do. That could be perfect actually. Just this as a loop. do you really have that much secret sauce that you gotta cover your Ableton library? You know what? I get asked a lot of questions that takes like a while to answer, so I'm glad to have one that can provide a short answer. Yes. But you can see all my presets and everything, so it's kind of cool. Don't complain. I'm doing what I can. In French, we say il faut savoir se garder un jardin secret. You gotta have a secret garden somewhere. You have to have like your finest delicacy that no one knows about. The Joyride album, bro. I got a Joyride kick drums if you want it. No, I literally just stole his kick drum from Hot Drums. And which one of my songs has the kick drums from Hot Drum actually? Because there's a couple of his songs that has kick drum of mine, and I had a couple of my songs that have kick drum of his. Not that we ever gave each other a kick drum, we just stole each other from the WAV file of like our songs, just like took the kick drum. Thank you, mate. Do I have some tips for layering bass sounds? I'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna mix down the bass pretty soon. We have 95 viewers already, guys. Hi, what is up? Oh, it's interesting.
Check it.
Can't have both at the same time. That's not possible. What's going on here? Why is this 299? It needs to be 0. What do I think about sampling? Well, if you look at my project, you can see I sample a lot. The house, I have no idea where it comes from, but I did use it in one of my songs that's coming up pretty soon. Maybe I'll play later. If you're nice.
Check it.
Nah, it's not as great as I thought. Yeah, fun fact about French people, everything's either like great or complete garbage. I don't settle until you'll see me throw away a lot of things that I bring to the project and just suddenly decide to throw it away.
Check it.
Nah, it's better than nothing. Fuck that guy. Boom. See? Better without it. It's better without it. You have no idea what's about to happen. You don't even know what key you're in. Like, you just don't know. It's better like that. Yeah. The rhythm in the end of the build-up is the same one you used in 3. So catchy. Very good catch, actually. Those here come from 3. I reuse a lot of my drums. There's no reason why I should go through the hassle of remaking an entire drum kit from scratch every time I make a new song when I have like those great drum samples that I worked so hard on previous songs already. I just drag and drop the kick and yeah. That's from Free, I'm pretty sure. But obviously, I would change the keys and pitch of everything to make it fit. But all right.
I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it.
That thing slaps. Really slaps. I don't even know if it's gonna work on a dance floor, because sometimes you have those things that sound really groovy, but it's too groovy to be like just jumpy, and makes you want to and also it stops. So you kind of want to stay away from the too technical as well, and you just want to keep it groovy and dance floor. So still debating. We might just throw the entire song to the trash in 2 days. That's what I'm saying. It happens quite often, and as we go through those episodes on Ableton Live, you'll see that happening quite a few times. No, you're nice, but wait. Wait. Overdrive. 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 Saturator. Now it work. Wasn't loud enough. Sorry. Let's see that now. Maybe no delay. Maybe I put too much distortion. It's possible. Gabi throws Overdrive on his eggs in the morning. Yep, it do be like that. I kinda like it snappy like that though.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it.
That was bad. Okay.
Check it.
Need the bass here. Or maybe just a vocal or something. C'est saucisse. Do you have any tips for sub bass? Like make it come out. What dB do you have around? I just play by ear. I will just solo it like this with my kick drum, or just my drum in general. So I also have like some high balance in my brain, and just like no, because this is kind of like Sure, I'm going by the book. I listen to my kick on solo of my sub, but also I'm also losing my brain. So this is just like it's not a very long-term strategy. I listen to the whole beat. So there's no dB value. It's like play a beat, play your drums, like play the full beat, play the sub, and just imagine like just the drummer and the bass is just playing, and get to the level that makes you that you feel good with it, and then put a little bit more, just in case, just to be sure. See, you can see that actually I dialed that sub so quick I didn't even really properly sidechain. It's going to the sidechain burst, but that one is so short I want to add another fully flattened down sidechain from the kick with a little EQ, so it's only the high frequencies of the kick. And the sub is the hip hop sub bass preset from Ableton. How long have I been working on this track? I started yesterday, so this is like 3 hours, maybe 4. Yeah, 3-4 hours. I think yesterday's live was like 2 hours and a half. Someone will tell you better than me. Now you can hear it pump like that. Okay. Boom. I mean, if I was smart, I would probably take all those notes. Yeah, that's what's missing here. A little bit of space between them, like I did here. So it's less than a little cube. Seems like I did here. Kind of like let the sub breathe between notes. Have I been streaming for an hour already? Oh, we have 100 viewers. Hello, guys. I would play some happy music, but we don't make this in the house.
Check it.
Very good question. How's the EQ and the compressor works? Where did I use it? On the sub. So, you see here, on your compressor, you can have sidechain, and you have the little function for EQ. Okay, and you'll see if you see at the bottom, and you have 3 types of EQ. I'm choosing the high pass filter, so it's gonna EQ the incoming signal. In that case, the kick drum coming in. So it's gonna EQ it's gonna remove the low end of the kick drum, so only keep the transient. Because if you have the full signal coming in, the low end, the sub of the kick is the one that's gonna send the longest information. The transient is the shortest message of the kick drum. It's just the first millisecond. So if you EQ your kick, where are we? You can actually listen on your compressor here. You can just listen in solo. You can listen to the little headphones here, and you can listen to this incoming signal. So a normal sidechain would be applied from the old signal like this. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just filtering it out. And I just keep the click. And you can see the difference of the... Do you see here on the screen the difference of the wave of the sidechain? Now we're sidechaining on very short transient. Rather than here on the full kick, we're sidechaining on also the low end, which is... At the end, it's just a translation into volume, you know, and that's what sidechain does. It just turns up, it just turns down volume. But you feed in less information in a shorter message, so you can only have a sidechain that's, and then you can, if you want a longer release, you use the release knob, which is right next to it. So yeah. And also, if you have questions, please do not use caps lock. Otherwise, my boy Hyphy is gonna like pew 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 in the chat. You know, like pew, pew. Are your songs structured the same? No, I have a template that I go for when I like start a song and go with like I want to play it out. I'm gonna structure it like DJ, you know, the ideal DJ structure. But when it's time to release my song, I tend to stick away from the, you know, the 16 bars of just drums with nothing, an intro. This, in that case, I have the shortest intro I've ever made, actually. It's 16 bars. No, Control has a 16 bar intro as well. You just go straight to the point, you know? I started with an empty project. I dragged the kick from that I had already, and some stuff from another songs. But usually I just what happens usually is that I would look for like snare. I would look for keywords like you see garage. This is how I ended up with the snare from free garage hat and everything. And I use keywords in my search over there. That is masked for privacy. And they're sorted by date modified, so the latest that I've used are usually on top, so it allows me to have quick access to my files, searching by keywords like that. Alright. This double desktop is kind of bothering me.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
What is going on here? No more sub. Wait, what did I do? Oh, see, I forgot to turn off the headphones on the visualizer here. Now we're back in business.
Check it.
That shit's so vibey, yo. Okay, sub.
I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it.
Guys, this song is gonna be finished so quick. Whew, that was. Wait. Boom, boom, boom. I could be good as a layer now. Oh, okay.
Check it.
I mean, this guy's high 2 octaves. That's a sample for my ARP Odyssey. That's just an analog synth that I just resample. that I put through distortion, saturation, erosion, overdrive, OTT. That's the sound that came out of my synth, analog, resampled into the sampler. And then I can use it, yeah, which is pretty cool. It's maybe got too much, but it's got a great stereo. That's what I like this guy for, and it could be a cool layer. I mean, it could be the song on itself. It sounds so good. What is going on? This is how you lay a synth, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I just scoop in and out. I just play with the rest, and I scoop until I find like the sweet spot that just brings the one harmony that was missing to my mix. So this guy, which is great because I can see on my spectrum here, it brings what was missing between 125 to 250 hertz, and on the sides I can also hear the stereo, and I can also accentuate that stereo if I want by using one of my favorite VSTs ever made. If my computer doesn't burn, just clicking on that other. Okay. Yeah, my computer's burning hot. S1 Images Stereo by Waves. That's the boy. That's a good boy. And I can't even bring it to the screen. This is great. I'm loving this. Ah. There we go. 1 second. I'm having some Windows resizing issues over there. Is this good? Yeah. Hello. Poof. Well, we already have a kind of an attack already on what's going on with the other synth. So also we don't need the erosion anymore since it's bringing high frequencies. Well, actually I'm gonna keep it because he adds that wide, that stereo with. But I don't need the attack as well. I can remove the attack. That's more subtle, you know. Oh. Do you put your bass in mono? I put my sub in mono, which actually, did I do that? I did not. Yeah, it should be mono. Slap on the wrist. Utility mono, very great to just treat signals the way you like it. How you guys doing? Well, there's so many new people in this chat. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention enough to you guys. I know. Yo, I am trying to read. There's so much stuff going on in this chat. I love you guys. 5 heures du mat en France. Shout out to all my Frenchies still in France. It's 5 a.m. in France right now. So many people from over there just connected here. Tonton il bosse. Video is kind of glitching, looping. Do you want me to stream at 720 instead of... Oh, so does that mean I have to recrop? Huh. I don't know, it kind of streams well on my iPad here when I monitor. Avec ce EQ en filtre, on dirait que le son ressemble à un son de club que tu entendrais à l'extérieur d'un club. I'm gonna translate that, because you make a very good point. And it's gonna allow me to actually, whenever I'm supposed to explain something, I created that little thing that's called Hangout, so we can do this. I'm still learning this whole Twitch thing, so I'll get better at it as we go.
Check it. grew up a fucking screw up.
Yep.
Check it.
That little gimmick is single-handedly my favorite house music thing ever in the world. It's like you start your bar with just a kick, stop, double kick with the crash under it. That little boom boom ka with the crash, and there's no reverb on the crash or anything. So the crash just stops dry when the clap comes in with the double kick here. But the sidechain only hits the MIDI signal, only hits on the first one, so you only have one sidechain hit, otherwise it goes, the entire track goes boom boom. You just want the first one to have the sidechain impact and the second one to just remind you that it's there and like had that pump, you know. It's my favorite thing ever. When you're DJing that, when you're playing that like live and everything, those 4 little kicks, you can like put some effects and everything, have fun, and then bah, it goes back. It's so fun, and it's just so fun to do. Can you keep doing vids after the quarantine is done? Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying that. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous about doing it. Me and my management talking about it for a few days, and it took me like a couple of days to get motivated to really setting it up, but I'm having fun here.
Check it.
How I made the Habby vocal, the Habby tag, this one. So it's a white noise, a whisper with reverb, and then the Habby comes from text to speech. You just Google text to speech, a bunch of websites, and you just you type your text and it converts it into audio, and it's just a digital. And I just sampled the first just duplicated it, as you see here. But it says Habby, and one thing I've learned doing that actually is really interesting is those text to speech, even though they are the very basic and primary one, they have some really interesting way of behaving, which is if you just type Habby, it's gonna be like Habby. But if you type, I had to type stuff before like, oh, it's Habby, so the tones and the inflection and the tone was more like the one that I wanted. So sometimes if you can't get the word to sound the way you want it, try to like write another word before, because it tries to like, I don't know, it's almost like pronunciation is being put into context, which is what we do as humans, right? You don't pronounce a word the same way in different contexts. It's part of my French on this one, but yeah, interesting thing.
I grew up a fucking screw up.
Poor. This is gonna be fun. Alright, we need another synth. Maybe? I don't know. Absolutely not, let me tell you this. Grand mécano des analogues, tu le sais la famille. Ça bidouille dans la cave. Pas de nanani nanana de preset avec moi là, tu le sais. Ouais, petit cut sur la snare, tu le sais. Punctuation changing too. Shout out Kalecho. I see you, homie. This guy's been following me for years. I see you. Love you, bro. Good to have you here tonight. I can't see anything on this VST. Can I change the size of it? Resize window, yes baby, bring it on. No. Calm down. Yo. This is excessive. Wait, what was the original size that I had? Okay, this is cool. Okay, I like you like that. Boom, 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 boom. Hey Toby, yes, it's me and Pauline her. And Pauline is a singer from LA. That's shout out to my girl Pauline. She's unbelievable. She's just so talented. And she's a singer from LA that's been on almost a lot of my songs for a very long time. She's on The One, she's on About You, she's the one that was whispering on the Veltbreaker remix. She's the vocals on Vibin as well, she remade that vocal sample. There's Pauline is my Easter egg, she's on each one of my songs. Comment tu as designé le lead du remix de Saints and Sinners? How I made the lead on Saints and Sinners. Let me show you in a second. I mean, it was an analog synth. I don't have that synth. It was on the. No, it was on the App Odyssey. It's just in a box over there in my kitchen. But gotta stop vaping, bro.
Check it, I grew up a fucking screw up.
I gotta stop doing the thing where I put too much at once. You gotta stay minimalistic. We're about to hit 50 tracks on his songs. Ideally I don't want to go over 60. Yeah, let me show you the secret. Boys, buckle up. It's so easy. It's just, you can do that with any synth. I've done down the App Odyssey, so obviously the grain is, I use analog synth for those because the grain is way better, but principle applies to anything, you know. it's a saw. You can take a second one if you want. And you use the same envelope for the audio, the amp, and the filter. So you map just envelope one in this case. You already know what I'm talking about, right? And you need reverb. Release first of all. So that you can have notes that like, you can have the decay. You put the sustain to 0, you put a slow attack, instead of having that sharp pointy. And you want a long release, because the release we get into action the second you release your key. So as long as I keep my key pressed, I have this one note that I made that respects the value of attack and decay to attain the sustain level. But if I release before, so you can like kind of open it more and less. So you kind of like, and then it's not fully open, so it's like, and what I used on the RPodyssey, which is why the RPodyssey is great, is you have this noise section that allows you to randomize each note is going to be mapped to a slightly different amount of modulation. Well, you can actually do that here. You can insert a mode source with not on random. Is it that one? Let me check. Exactly, that's how it works. You have you can introduce some randomness in. See? Each note is gonna kind of slightly sound different and not have the same. And then we put a reverb on it. It's all about the reverb. Valhalla Verb is a great reverb. Sorry, I have that window floating problem again. Where is it? Come back. There you go. How do I? You guys better be sampling that right now, make a remix of it. Well, I'll be mad. So yeah, that was the Sense and Sinus interlude. Yeah, I mean, I copyrighted that song, so if you use it, I'll just, you know, there's gonna be a little Habby sitting on your shoulder for the rest of your life looking at you like that. You having a good time? Using my sounds? Sidechain bus, how it works. The sidechain bus is just a bus on top here. It's got a shaper box on it, like so. There's a great tutorial on how to set it up. It will explain it way better than me, and it's a YouTube video that you can rewatch and rewatch again. I used the Barely Alive volume shaper tutorial from YouTube. So you type Barely Alive volume shaper. Someone that has a keyboard over there will type that faster for you. Yeah, so it's a shaper box triggered by a MIDI signal basically. So anytime I want, I just send a MIDI note here to my sidechain bus, and that's all. Check it.
screw up or fucking screw up.
Yeah, that's a big no for me, dog. Best bass sound design you can give. Try to find your own way, your own sounds. Like, don't try to don't like. For example, the best example I can give you: stay away from YouTube tutorials on how to remake that bass and everything. If you have to watch a tutorial, watch a tutorial on how to use that synthesizer, how to like understand every function, every knob, everything. But don't stay away from the tutorial, because the guy's gonna be like, so you take that knob and you put it there, and you take that one knob and you put it there. He doesn't explain to you what everything is doing and the relation that every knob has to each other, and like how a synthesizer is just. I'm using synthesizer as an example of sound design. You can sound design using different things than synthesizers. You can use samplers and so on. But in the case of synthesizer, it is signal flow. Every knob, like the output signal, is the result of it's. Think of it as a big calculation. So it's just a bunch of values, and then the output is just a mathematical equation result of that, of that big bunch of values added, subtracted together. So if you change anything and you have to explain what value is doing what to each other, and everything has an incidence on everything else, So learn that, if you gotta learn using tutorials, learn how to use the VST, now remake that one bass from like that one artist. Because otherwise you'll know to make one song, but you won't understand the basics of it and how it came to sound that way and how you can have control over it. And once you have control over a song, you make it yours, because you give it the texture you want, the envelope you want. You want it to be sharp, you want it to be soft, you want it to be aggressive. You can do all that, but in order to do that, you need to gain control of what you're doing. I use sidechain and volume shaper. Oh, guys, we're not gonna explain that every 5 minutes, are we? Yes, we are. I should probably put the link somewhere, because this link changed my life. Volume shaper with a MIDI, triggered MIDI. Look at the Barely Alive tutorial for volume shaper on YouTube.
Check it, I grew up or fucking screw up.
I was like, this is repetitive. Why? Because I had a loop on. Okay.
Check it.
See, when I want to be a bit surgical, I will use my guy Equality in the house. Equality is a great EQ. It doesn't use too much resources. And it's the linear phase mode for EQing, for removing the low end like I did, just to secure that it removes a little bit on top. And I'm gonna do something that I rarely do, which is group things together. And see, I send my group into the sidechain bus now, because they were all individually grouped into that, routed into that. So now I have one bus.
Check it.
Okay. You hear a click sometime, but whenever you hear them is when I'm listening to something in solo. What I want is a little effects here. So you're gonna see me pull this little guy here a lot, which is called Mix Maker. It's just a little Ableton rack that I made myself. It's just got a low pass filter, high pass filter, volume gain, AQ8 IQ, and they're automated to go off when they're not being used, when they are at 0 value. So you see my filter's off here, so the signal is unaltered, and you have a fade to gray, and you have a big wash, like that. So it's just a really quick utility if I want to add some filtering to like a bunch of stuff and reverb and everything, and I don't want to go through the hassle of having tons of automation. I can just like quickly automate something like that. And in that case, absolutely useless. Bye-bye. Simplicity is key. I still hasn't resolved that one here. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. There's just too much subs. How about this? I would need the velocity mapped to volume, please. Thank you. So I can have that one note of sub with less volume. Okay, and now this guy can get his low pass removed, his low end removed. What's your advice on producers who are trying to learn? It's keep learning, keep exploring everything you can, and be curious about things. Never take anything for granted. Like me, I'm just like reinventing everything. Every song that I make is just another experiment. I don't treat everything too seriously, because otherwise I get blocked. I get very uninspired if I put challenges to myself.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
And with this automation thing that I did, I just lost all my volume on my sub. Okay, so what went wrong?
Check it.
We have this white noise here, but it could have more stereo. So how do I do that? One great way to add stereo to a signal is a ping pong delay. stereo and dimension, you see.
Check it.
Oh, it's super hot in here. Let me put the AC. How was you starting getting shows and gigs and music getting out there? It was kind of different for me because I was in Europe, so I was mostly sending demos to local radios. Back then, radios were a good thing. BBC Radio 1 in the UK was a big one for me. I think that was the thing that really started everything when DJs started to play my own tunes, getting support from artists. So yeah, sending my music to people. That's how I started. I got noticed by having my tunes supported by other DJs, and then going to war on social media, just working really hard and making sure that everyone knew my name, and you know. Comment tu sais quel FX utiliser, à quel moment l'utiliser sur tes drops? Quand je joue des FX, je trouve qu'ils sont off topic. Il faut en trouver plein. Et souvent, moi maintenant j'ai le même que je réutilise partout, donc je refais le même. Bisous Narchip, à bientôt. Yes, the bass is coming from an 808. And that rack, the mix master rack, is pretty easy to make. It's pretty easy to code yourself. I've made a bunch of racks like that myself, including one that I really like, which is a very simple EQ that I coded. I'm going to show you, and it does amazing things, because sometimes it's let me show you. I think it was a preset on some EQ, maybe Fab Filter if I'm not mistaken. Where could it be? Effect Racked. It'd be called Magic EQ or Simple EQ or Simple EQ 2. This guy is literally just an EQ that does this, and you can set where you want it to do it. You see, and you can set how harsh you want it to do it by boosting the signal as well, pretty more smooth like that. It's kind of cool. It allows you to mirror things. Like for example, when your bass, you don't know what's wrong with it, and you kind of want to see if it's too bright or too low. See, kind of like. There's 1,000 ways to use this little guy. She's from Prague. Hello, my boy. What's up? 6 a.m. gang. You know it. That's how we do it. Also, I think I know why you guy thinks that the BPM is off and accelerates and everything, because it does feel like, hey, it does feel like it's accelerating. I do feel that too when I listen to that build up, because of the it really mentally messes with me, and I feel like it's accelerating. Yeah.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it.
Wow, how was working with Skrillex? He told me a lot of things, and he also told me how to unlearn a lot of things that I knew. He has a way of working that's really raw and authentic. Like, he won't be complicating himself with like some crazy techniques that are like by the books. It's very like rock and roll in the way it works. It's like, if it sounds good no matter what. That's the best way I can resume it. If it sounds good no matter what. And that's what he learned. He told me, and I'm using now. And I was talking about that maybe 20 minutes ago when I said like, it doesn't matter how you get to the point, or how you get to like making the sound, getting to how you want it to sound, you know. Yeah, we're in a studio together. Favorite monitor brand? I love Adam Audio, obviously, it's my name. No, I love this brand. It's just make great speakers. There's the one I have here. I've got A5X here. I'm gonna upgrade to A7Xs actually when money's better, because it's not great right now. We're all off the road.
I grew up a fucking screw up. I grew up a fucking screw up. Fucking screw up.
Good old rock again.
I grew up a fucking screw up.
I just bought this trackpad for my computer, and it's I hate it. It's so hard.
I grew up a fucking screw up.
it a tough move to LA? Yes, it was extremely hard to move to Los Angeles. I moved there 3 years ago. I had barely any money saved. I put all the money that I had into an apartment in Hollywood that was absolutely disgusting and terrible. No lights. Fucking terrible place. Once I got the apartment, I scrambled all the money I had left to buy a mattress, and I just lived on the floor of a mattress for a bunch of... I still have the mattress over here, actually, yeah. I had a Nike shoebox as a table, that was my bedside table. That was really rough. I really put all my savings into that. I left south of France, I left all my homies, my family. And yeah, it was tough, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna advise you to just move to LA like that, because I had some really, really rough beginnings, but then looking back, I'm happy that I did. But I'm also lucky that I made it out, because it could have been really rough. I've been lucky. I worked really hard. Did it help me make it? I think you can make it from anywhere in the world with the right tools. You just have to be smart and understanding how the industry works. So in that way, LA gives you a lot of tools for that. The fact that you can just go on a business meeting on just a phone rather than being on a phone call, for me, makes a huge difference. I'm more creative and I'm more inspired, and I'm more like, I inspire people more when I'm in the room with them rather than just through emails and everything. I know if you see me on social media, I'm not great at communicating. I'll be really like, when I'm home, I'm kind of cozy. I don't want to go into big, talks of greatness and do business and all that stuff that you don't want to deal with as an artist, So it was cool to be able to do that in person. And now there's another thing. LA for me is really, really hard to write music in LA. I'm very distracted. The weather, it's always like sunny and everything. It doesn't make you want to stay in the studio at all. I'm sorry, but I miss the rain really, really badly. Yeah, that's a good start. I love LA, but you kind of like hate to love it and love to hate it, if that makes sense. My little mug thing is kind of damaged. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to the... What's missing in this guy? I had some notes. I wanted to add maybe some little effects, more like little blips and blobs here and there. Especially this guy. I kind of wanna add another sound. Oh yeah, Bloodborne sound effect. Can you go over the racks that we're using for your bass noises? Absolutely sure can, my friend. We have an 808. The main bass is an 808 bass. It's this guy here. So it's an 808 that has... Wait, why is there so much reverb on this everywhere? Oh, wait, 1 second. I gotta extend this little guy and just turn it on here. Like this. Okay, sorry. So, it's an 808. And without the process, it just sounds like this. So yes, it's 808. What I did on the sampler, I showed that yesterday as well. I used the amplitude envelope, the pitch envelope, so you kind of have to click on this little tab here. Do you see on my sampler bottom here? You have amplitude and you have pitch envelope. And I use pitch envelope, my bad. Just a little amount and a short decay. So without the pitch envelope, it's kind of like... It just kind of makes the kick spank a little bit more on the attack, okay? Then it's got overdrive, 2 overdrives, because 1 is never enough. You always got to put 2 distortions, guys. Always. Erosion saturator, so making sure the bass is mono using utility bass mono. Sidechain, another EQ, another saturator. Why not? And then I remove the low end using equality, because the bass is being provided by this guy, the sub is being provided by this guy. Here I'm gonna put a different color so I can see it better. Hip hop sub. Il n'y a jamais assez de distorsion, tu le sais, ma man. Then there's a layer, which is a very simple operator. It's just, you can do that with Serum as well. It's just 3 different. Same thing as the other one. Is the process does most of the job. If you mute these guys, it's just a basic. It's just a basic bunch of souls stacked together. So you take a Serum, or you take operator if you want. It's longer to do open operator. I'm just really used to do it here. But on Serum you would go. Let me open a boy so I can show you. So you would drop it down a couple octaves, and you put just a unison like. That's just what my layer is basically. And then you go. One thing that gives a great grain to that is the amp effect from Ableton. But if I copy paste my chain of effect on this guy that I just made. See? Like without the chain it's just a fart. Now it's like aggressive and greedy. And you know, some tracks you want more or less of those, and this one I don't want to be too greedy. I kind of wanted to keep more bassy, subby, you know, so I kind of tamed down the high frequencies as you see here. Because what I want really up front is more down. That mid bass from this guy. See those guys.
Check it.
Il a mis l'overdrive, tu le sais. Whew! You heard that? That's the shit we're looking for. That's the stuff I'm looking for. This guy empty? Yeah, this guy's empty. That's what I'm talking about. Oh! Yo, this one's amazing as well. There's got a bit of a feedback on it though. I'll have to cut. Alright. Here. Kinda like the little metallic tail on the kick that it gives. I'm gonna copy paste it here as well. Hey Nico de Kelowna, ça fait plaisir mec, merci. Splice, 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 splice. Reverse reverb the pre-drop vocal. That's a good idea, my friend. Let's try that together right now live. So to do so, I'll create a new channel running my vocal. My vocals got a lot of process, so I want to keep that process on what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to temporarily freeze just to keep the one part that I want the reverbs from. This guy, duplicate on the channel, unfreeze. And now we work from our guy here, okay? And I think we want the first tone. This guy. I'll put a reverb on it. I'll freeze it. And once you flatten it, something very cool happens. It makes an audio signal, but you see it keep that separation here between what was my sample and what is just the reverb tail, so you can literally have just the tail, so I can delete the original sample and have my little perfect thing here, okay? This guy you can shorten and you can reverse it. Where did I record that? Nope. Reverse is here. There's a shortcut for reverse, but I've assigned the R key to record on my Ableton, so I can't use it. Otherwise, you just press the R key.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
Good work. Good work. Good work. Good work.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
That's pretty cool.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
Hey yo, what's up? What does Joyride use for sample? I think that's a question for Joyride. I have no idea. I've seen him use Splice, but I don't know what he uses, bro. He's got the best samples out here. It's mad. Like it just has the best samples out here, especially the rave kind of OG old school junglist massive and like Rasta vocals. Like I don't know, he's just probably good at keywords. I don't know what the secret is. Make some noise for my homie Effin Music in the chat. What's up, bro? Thank you for your help on the setup earlier today. It's a team effort.
I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it. Check it. Check it.
Some low end on this. Yep. We don't need all that. Here as well.
Check it.
Boom, boom. Oh, wait. Nah. Let's stay simple and stupid. Ah, t'inquiète, moi aussi je vais aller streamer du Fortnite, ma gueule. Hein. Tout ce que tu veux, je stream moi. Non, en vrai, j'ai la flemme, Fortnite. Je me fais tuer à chaque fois que j'arrive sur le game, je me fais démonter direct. Les gars, ils ont 12 ans, ils me fument, c'est pas bon. Je me sens pas bien, je vais me coucher, je pleure, ça. Ouais, je m'arrête plus de stream, tu le sais, frère. Quake Live, yo. There's a clip somewhere, look. This guy. Do you guys know this synth? All the drums, all one shot. Yeah, my hat is a loop from Splice. This guy here somewhere. This. How do I make the drop sound so full? There's literally nothing in the drop when you look at it. That's why. It seems like a lot right now, but a lot of them are percussive elements. You have the drum beat. Which is just a kick. A clap. A little hat. A loop. Another one. That just adds a little transient attack on it. A little offbeat snare sometime. A little thumb. And a crash. Nothing has reverb. Everything's really raw, grouped together, a little glue compressor on the top. And there you go, you get that bass like that. Then you got some fillers on top to accentuate the pattern that's being played by bass. And my sub. So you got my bass, you got my sub. One thing to give some dimension on my drop. See, there's nothing else. Look. My bass that I just showed, my sub. And then there's just a little white noise here. That kind of like just gives some space, you know. But that's all there is on my drop. The one thing that I make sure of, for example, in that case, there's no sub playing before. So if you look at the spectrum before on the intro, which we're gonna do together, it's always good to do that actually. Single spans are great. Plug-in if it works. Yeah. And you're gonna see I'm really careful with my low end up until the drop, you know. Well, this is the demo version of this one. Oh, okay, let me get the proper one. This guy, I think, is the free one. Yeah, this guy is free as well, Voxengo span. Look. Boom, 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 boom. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? The sub is always kind of low, and then when it drops, it's here. So that's one thing when you make it drop so powerful. Build-ups are very important. Just work on that alchemy of like some volumes are gonna go down, some volumes are gonna go up. Some snares are gonna go faster and high in pitch. And the reverb on it gets bigger, some rise at the back. And I made this one FX on operator, that's really cool. It's just yeah, so that's really important to just have one good FX that climbs up like that. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate the rest of the song and see what happens now. Okay, where am I on my limiter? Can I still not open it? Really? Ah, there we go. That's what's on my master chain. Sorry, my computer's finicky. Alright, let's do a little export. I'm gonna switch to this guy for a second. Boom. I'm gonna export the track, see how it looks. Sometimes I like to just look at things with my eyes, you know. And your boy is starting to be hungry. Rave generator, yeah, that BST is perfect. How is it already 10 PM and I haven't had dinner yet? I haven't had lunch yet. I've just been making music all day. So I was working on this collab with Martin Horger. Shout out to my Russian gang, yo. Do you have all your tracks mastered? I work with a recording studio in LA that does mastering. It's a friend of mine, it's a private. There's tons of good services for mastering online. There's tons of people that can do it for you. I can point you guys to a few addresses. If you DM me, I'll point you guys to the good direction. What are those plants? Which plants? Oh yeah. So we got some basil over there. We got some mint. We got some peppers, jalapeno peppers and habanero peppers, and I'm growing some tomatoes as well. Yeah, I love to have a little garden in my house. I'll show you guys a little visit of the garden one day. Alright, so I've exported the thing. It's something that I like to do a lot, is to just look at it and just listen to it and just, you know, kind of get a feel of it, you know.
Check it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
Actually,
Check it.
what I'm doing just here is I'm just messing around with the bounce of the wave file, so I can get like I can get a general view of how it's gonna react when I like try to, you know, EQ things here and there. You'll see me boost some frequencies really loud to see if it saturates. How it's gonna react when you kind of like torture the sound. Like if you mix down solid, if your compression's good, your dynamics are good, you can kind of like mess with the sound a lot. It's kind of flexible to realize that you can compress it more, you can re-EQ it and everything, but if anything is just not in its right elements, if one frequency is saturating too much, the moment you're going to boost it or turn it down, you're going to know this instantly. So that's what I'm trying to do right here. I'm trying to get a global view of which one of my frequencies in my mix are maybe not like sounding as good as I thought, or maybe also these are headphones that I never use, so I don't know if I can trust them that much. Yeah. I'm looking for any kind of peaks out, just, yeah. Any kind of weird peaks.
I grew up a fucking screw up. Check it.
This is way too compressed and like I'm going too loud in my master chain for sure. Where's send for demos? I'm setting up an email. I'm gonna drop the email just this week, so we can start doing some demo roulettes, and I can listen to you guys' music, give you some advices, and also do what I'm doing right here. You know, load the WAV files into Ableton, and I can see how it reacts. I don't know. I kind of like to look at things also because I'm a DJ, so I spend a lot of time looking at waveforms and working on music. So it kind of helps you when you realize that your sub is being constant, like those kind of flows, kind of what you're looking for. You kind of like want consistency in your sound. Obviously, I need to compress more, but my drums are much louder than the rest of my mix. That's pretty obvious. I could tape my drums down a little bit. Yep. Oh, let me take those headphones off. Oh. Yes, there will be demo feedback soon. It's been 2 hours, boys. I'm gonna have to take a break pretty soon and get some food in his belly. I'm a hungry boy. Maybe I'll motivate myself and play some Red Dead Redemption later on my homie's Contraband. So we created a Twitch that's called Contrebande. It's me, Bassstreak, and Azdek. We are French-English collective. And we do gaming, we do demo roulettes as well, demo reviews and everything. We're actually doing an episode of demo reviews tomorrow morning for California time, so tomorrow evening for France. And yeah, you can expect to see more Twitch from this channel and the Contraband channel. Oh, let's play some music in this day. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream of demos pretty soon. When you take the drums volume down, should it be together in the bus or individually? In that case, I think I'm just gonna try turning down the bus individually, just the entire drum bus. Since my drum is so simple, it's just grouped together. I might just take it down 0.5 dB, 0.7 dB, see if it just sounds better, Will you start your own label in the future? Yes, I will, for sure. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna do another episode, I don't know, pretty soon. I gotta finish this tune anyway. I gotta make some other stuff as well, so yeah, this is fun. Keep coming, keep sharing the link, invite your friends. I love to see all your messages and your questions in the chat. If you're having fun, if you have suggestions on what I should do, ideas of shows you want to see, songs that I could explain for you, maybe some specific sounds. Start thinking about it. Next time I'm live, just throw it away or just send me a DMs on Instagram. And yeah, hit up the follow button, like and subscribe. You know it. I hate doing that stuff. You know I do. All right, I'll see you soon. Thank you guys.